Oh man, where do we start? Where do we start? How's it going? I feel like we need to talk, yeah? At the start of the year, man, I was excited about Squad. I was super pumped about Squad. We had UE5 to look forward to. We had potentially new factions. People were talking about France. We played the German mod. Y'all remember the German mod? At the start of the year, the German modders finally got the game to a playable state. I played it. I watched people get excited that this mod, which has been worked on for what, like 5, 6, 7 years now, was finally at a state that was comparable to the French Foreign Legion that Tactical Collective have been working on for forever. I was pumped about the future of Squad. I started planning my Eye in the Sky tournament. And then I got word that this UE5 thing, we're having our playtest. Hey, it might come in the summer. Why would I do a tournament with the old UE4 when I can showcase Squad in all its beauty in UE5? Man, that seems like so long ago. We only have a couple months until it's 2026, right? The amount of progress Squad has made over this past year is actually quite impressive. And if people want to say that upgrading the engine isn't, if you want to say that all these bugs and performance issues are really taking that away, I get it. At this point, I don't know what else to say other than sorry, it sucks. I wish I could help each and every one of you guys fix your computer. I'm trying to get through this settings guide. I'm still not getting information from developers. I don't understand what's going on. Like, I just don't get it. I was invited to Vancouver in person, in studio, met a bunch of old friends, met some new people, got to talk, got to see. I haven't I haven't felt this bummed out about the game for I don't know how long. And it's weird. A month later, after being in Vancouver, I thought I was going to be just nonstop Squad content until Battlefield drops tomorrow. And it's like the energy of the game has been sucked out. I don't know if you guys feel that too. You know, your friends are, I said this in my last video, friends might be playing other things, not even just Arma, just other games. The game modes are repetitive. The factions, I like the factions, but you know, you're not going to go back and play Squad for the factions. Just, there was a lot of energy when I was in Vancouver, and it's like the moment I got back, it's weird. It's weird. I've been making content for 6 years related to Squad. If you look in the oldest video on this channel, the first 3 or 4, I think, were Battlefield, and then I did my first Squad video, and the rest is kind of history, right? I've been making Squad content, guides, tutorials, tips, just eye in the sky stuff, squad leader stuff for 6 years. And I can't get basic information from people who said that they'd give me basic information. It sucks, dude. Like, I'm going to be straight with you. It sucks. It feels really bad to be in the position I'm in, trying to make stuff for you guys, and I can't. Or at least I can't easily do it. I can make it happen, force my way into the studio, I guess, and get information and have meetings, but it feels weird. It feels like something has just went off. And it started earlier this year when I was kind of calling Squad out a bit. I know plenty of you guys who watch the channel, you might watch not because you like the content, but because there's one of you guys, every moment the video published, instant thumbs down. So I know you guys think I'm a Squad shill. I get it. But I do call out Squad. I call out Offworld Industries whenever I think they're not doing what's good for the game or what's good for the players and what's good for the community. And I called them out on this tournament at the beginning of the year. And I got a lot of flack from Offworld Industries for that, for calling them out on Squad Arena. Well, I got removed from the Squad tournament Discord permission channels. I got pretty much excommunicated from anything related to competitive squad, which is funny since I thought we had built some good bridges over the past couple years, especially with the Eye in the Sky tournament. I had reached out to Squad Comp for a while. For I guess the official competitive side or the community side trying to do competitive tournaments. They asked me questions. I answered. I said I'd be available. They never consulted me. Came up with Squad Arena, and what happened? It got delayed, then it got canceled, then it got delayed, and then they finally ran it, and then it had the largest cheating scandal in like milsim history, right? Just people baking cheats into the mod so that they would win. Then, I don't know if you guys realize this, but there was going to be an off-world official tournament, and that was scheduled for, I think, this past weekend. I was going to do an Eye in the Sky tournament. I was going to do another one. I was deciding, you know, the moment we had UE5, I started planning again. I started getting some things in motion, and then Off-World Industries came up with their own official tournament. Well, it got canceled. They canceled it like 3 days before it even launched, and I don't understand. One, I wasn't asked about it. I talked to them in the summer again about, in some capacity, supporting the tournament, consulting, casting, supporting. We had across our tournament last year, the Eye in the Sky tournament, we had like 1.2 million views. That's crazy. And I'm not being talked to. I don't know what's going on, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like I've put a lot into this game and this community, and I'm getting very little back. Not from you guys. You guys are awesome. The potato fields, awesome. I love jumping in, either Eye in the Sky in or playing with you guys. Y'all are awesome. It's very frustrating from my side trying to work with, I guess, people who maybe don't want to work with me. I didn't think they didn't. I have a lot of good friends over in the devs that I talk to daily, and they seem pretty happy to work with me. But as an official capacity, for whatever reason, it's been so odd. I would think that for especially things like competitions, maybe you should talk to me. I cast almost every like other day. I'm recording Eye in the Sky. So I'm really frustrated because not only was I not consulted on these tournaments, and you know they don't have to, but I thought our our talents would kind of match up in what they wanted. But more importantly, out of respect for Off-World, out of respect for the squad competitive community, I didn't schedule the Eye in the Sky tournament. And I'm not going to be a guy who just sends out a tournament date and says, hey, within a week, I want you guys to, you know, come up with your 80-player teams and do all this. The reason that I think the Eye in the Sky Invitational was so successful, even if you guys might not have liked the rules or some of the maps or RAS or whatever, is because it was very professional and very structured. And I wanted to respect your time. I wanted to respect the referees' time, the admins. Everyone was paid. I got sponsors for it. I wanted to elevate competitive squad and try to bring it up a little bit, you know? I wanted to make this something that we could be proud of. And in 2025, official squad competitions have been embarrassing. And this recent one that was just canceled, actually prevented me, again, from just working. I'm not going to do an Eye in the Sky tournament this year. I can't. There's not enough time. We got the holidays. We don't have enough time since now Squad Masters, I think, is coming up with something to fill in the gap that Off-World dropped. It's very disheartening to do what I've done over the past 6 years and just feel like I'm not being listened to because I'm being pushed, like I've been pushing against things that are bad in the game. Like, once again, call me a shill all you want, but if you look back through some of my videos, some of my streams, I definitely call the devs out when they should be called out. And it feels like this past year that turned, where now the negative feedback, I'm I don't know, I'm like toxic or something because I'm calling people out when they make poor decisions. But what's upsetting is now Squad's concurrent player base is like 10 to 12,000. And it hasn't been that low for a long time. There could be a number of reasons. I've talked about them before. Unreal Engine 5, we're not going to ignore the elephant in the room since a lot of players are still having issues with that. Although I do see positive reviews kind of getting the game back up out of mixed. But there are a lot of long time issues and game modes and just it feels like everything just kind of came to a head with the UE5 update. And it's upsetting since I've put a lot of my time and energy to try to do what's best for the community. And this past year, I feel like a lot of the official capacity of Squad has been not the best for the game. And it has been increasingly difficult to spend my time day in and day out making content for a game that I feel is headed in the wrong direction, but also maybe not even respecting my time. And it sucks. So I've said this before Squad had the UE5 update. I played the Battlefield 6 beta and loved it. Once again, if you go see the first few videos on this channel, it's Battlefield 5. I love Battlefield. The Battlefield series is actually why I started playing Squad. Battlefield 5 was so bad, and Battlefield 2042 was such a disaster that I swapped to Squad. So Battlefield, I've played all my life. And my goal for Battlefield 6 is to create content that I'm proud of and that I can try to teach you guys again. Squad kind of kicked off for me when I was teaching, when I was telling you guys tips, how to play roles, different guides, keeping you guys updated with patches and development progress. That type of stuff is really fun for me. Like I don't like sitting around on my hands and just talking about a game that isn't going anywhere. And Squad over the past year has kind of stalled out. It's very frustrating. And I'm going to still be doing Eye in the Sky. Of course. I love it. You guys love it. But it is going to be very difficult for me, I think, to day in, day out stream Squad. I think it's going to be very difficult for me to day in, day out cover a game that is stalling. That's not to say that I'm not going to play Squad at all. That's not to say I'm not going to cover Squad with update videos or anything like that. But I think it is important for my own sanity and for the health of the community, especially, the potato fields, that we just be honest to ourselves and say, if this is not going how we want it to go, we kind of need to stand up and say something. I don't think Squad is on the right path. I don't think they're addressing real concerns in terms of game modes, into player experience, in things that we want to be fixed. And unfortunately, I feel like with Battlefield 6, we're going to see quite a lot of people kind of dip out on Squad. And my goal with Squad, especially Portal or Battlefield with Portal, is, I like Battlefield, the fast-paced action. I do honestly like how quick-paced these games are, even though some of you guys play Squad because it's not fast-paced. But I love the speed of Battlefield. I love the speed of the close quarters as well, the rush, the breakthrough, the smaller team games as well. But I also love the pacing and scale of Squad. And my goal over the next month or so is to really put Portal to the test. I want to see what Battlefield can do to help us experience Squad-like games in Battlefield. And I feel like that is exciting. The Godot engine seems to have a whole bunch of opportunity for players to really customize their experiences, to bring almost like a project reality to Battlefield. So my goal is to not lose my passion for the tactical shooter milsim stuff that I've been doing for 6 years, because I feel like Squad, the state of it is bumming me out. It's bumming me out hard. And I've been exploring some other games. I've been learning controller, which is hilarious. I don't know if you guys haven't kept up with this, but I'm getting some carpal tunnel in my hand and wrist. It's been very uncomfortable. So doing the long gaming sessions on Squad has actually been very tough on just my health. So swapping over to controller has been, it's like the pain's been alleviated almost like over 4, 5, 6 days. Less time doing FPS with mouse and keyboard, stretches, using the controller. I was getting very nervous with my hand and wrist strength, and it's getting tingling. It was just not a good situation. But I seem to have at least staved it off with that. But the point I'm trying to say is, I see it, guys. I see it. I see that there's some problems with Squad. I don't know how to solve them all. I don't know if they're going to be solved. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still playing Squad every couple days. I'm still joining the potato fields. I'm still going to record you guys in Eye in the Sky. But I feel like I'm at my best when I'm super motivated and teaching and learning so I can help articulate things to you guys and helping make complicated games easier for everyone. That's where I really started just loving making content and, hanging out with you guys in video games. I'm going to be doing that in Battlefield. If Squad gets updates, if Bellum just updated, I've been going over the footage there, so expect a video on Bellum soon. All this type of stuff, I'm still going to cover. I'm still going to do it. But Squad has frustrated me beyond. It's one thing to, do something that I think is negative towards the game. It's one thing to do an update that I think is bad or whatever, but it really sucks when I feel like the developers are now getting in the way of stuff that I want to do, specifically my Eye in the Sky tournament. I've been very frustrated over the past now a week or so because of that, where I just feel like I was trying to be nice, I was trying to be helpful, and, well, this is where it got it. No Eye in the Sky this year. I don't know what is going to happen with the Eye in the Sky tournament in terms of early next year, because I do want to see what the updates are, but I do want to say that the Eye in the Sky videos still going to happen. I've even been considering having a channel that is just Eye in the Sky on YouTube. So it's literally just called Eye in the Sky. You can watch Eye in the Sky there. So that way you guys can always have it. And some of you guys I know you like to watch other stuff, but you literally just want to watch Eye in the Sky. So let me know if you guys think that's a good idea. I'll consider it. But I want to keep doing this. I want to keep the community that we've built over the past now 6 years alive and well. But I'm also at the point where I'm going a little crazy. I can't sit in my hands and do nothing, So I've been playing some Call of Duty, as you guys have seen. Whether or not that's been successful, we'll see. Definitely going to be playing some Battlefield. But I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys and to give you guys my honest feelings on what I think is going on with Squad, where I'm at in my headspace when I'm thinking about Squad and making content for Squad. It is... It's been very frustrating, but you guys keep me sane. You really do. So I see every single comment on even older videos all the time. The Eye in the Sky videos, they're timeless. And thank you guys for watching them. I'm not going to take those away. I'm not going to stop making those. So yeah, that's where my head's at. Am I off base here? How are you guys feeling with Squad right now? I just needed to vent a little bit. And to let you guys know that I'm not going anywhere, but I am going to go hard in the paint on Battlefield 6. So I hope you guys can join me. So yeah, I think that's it. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm really hoping I'm wrong. I'm really hoping within the next couple weeks, Squad comes out and just knocks it out of the park. But I think something needs to change, and that change should be sooner than later. So let me know. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.